We head now to Rwanda, where the annual cycling race, Tour du Rwanda, has catapulted cycling into arguably the most successful sport in the East African nation. Since turning international in 2009, the Tour has risen to become Rwanda's signature sporting event, as Mohamed Abubakar now reports.
For the last 12 years, the Tour du Rwanda has enjoyed remarkable growth. From humble beginning an amateur cycling race in 1988, the event turned international in 2009 when it was accorded the 2.2 UCI Africa Tour status. 10 years later, in 2019, the World Cycling Governing Body UCI upgraded it to a 2.1 category tour, same as Gabon's La Tropicale Amissa Bongo. With this year's edition being the second since its latest upgrade, Rwanda has become the first East African country to attract UCI World Tour teams to compete.
This is the second 2.1 edition, and you can already tell the race has become more competitive. Since last year, we've been competing with more experienced riders. This race will continue becoming tougher. As you can see, this year we have more World Tour teams.
Huge interest among the locals who line up in thousands along the route to watch the competitors has been a major catalyst for the growth of the tour.
You know, after the genocide and different stories that are happening around Rwanda, cycling kind of united people as one sport. If you have been watching the Tour du Rwanda, for instance, it brings all people to the streets. So it became as a unifying sport. The sense of victory, the sense of winning came back to the Rwandan people, and it's something really strong for the nation if you know that you're strong in certain things and you're winning in it.
The dominance of home riders in the tour in the past decade prompted Rwandan President Paul Kagame to establish the Africa Rising Cycling Center in the northern region of the country. Besides churning new talent, the success of the tour, which plays a part in the growth of cycling in Africa, has once again caught the attention of UCI.
Tour du Rwanda has contributed a lot in cycling. What I can say is that right now, you can start seeing the positive impact. Like now we have this Africa Rising Cycling in Musanze, the center that we have in Musanze. UCI has identified the Africa Rising Center in Musanze as an intercontinental cycling center. So on our side, what we plan to do is to upgrade that center to make sure that it has that component of international standards.
Just like other countries have managed to excel in various sporting disciplines, Rwanda found its niche in cycling. In the last 10 years, the Tour du Rwanda has managed to become the most prestigious race on the continent. They're soon going to become only the second country in Africa to have a UCI World Cycling Center. And if that were not enough, they have officially bid and are in the running to become the first African country to host the World Cycling Championship in 2025. Mohamed Abubakar for CGTN, Kigali, Rwanda.